Hey guys, what's up? It's Eli Knight with Knight Jiu-Jitsu. I'm here with my brother Jared Jessup, and we're at his facility, IQ Jiu-Jitsu, and we're going over some different stuff, exchanging ideas like we do when we get together. And it's really cool because like I'll have something like almost systematized that I really feel comfortable about and everything, and then he'll point out something and make me feel like an idiot for not seeing it before. So anyway, I was having him kind of inspect over like my deep half guard entry and sweeps and things like that I like to play a whole lot and get his take on it. So I want to take you through this kind of the system of it and see how we get there and what we can do from it, and then Jared's going to kind of give his input on some of the positions and everything too to enhance it. Basically, if we start, let's start from this side here. And I'm going to start from knee shield. There's a lot of different ways you can get to deep half, but I find that it's a one that comes up on knee shield quite a bit. Knee shield essentially is where my leg is between his hooking over here on his leg, and then my top leg, my femur, I want to think about it like just kind of piercing his sternum or his chest here. So I'm stacking my toes. I don't have to cross at the ankles. Sometimes that actually is detrimental. So I'm just stacking the feet. I'm hooking, or I could be hooking down here on his ankle. Whichever it is you feel comfortable with, as long as this structure is set, then I'm doing pretty good. This is made for somebody who is giving me a lot of heavy energy, and so what I'm looking to do too is make a couple more frames this way. So this position is all about the frames. I'm blocking here on his shoulder, this direction, with my elbow cammed out a bit, and I'm monitoring somewhere between the elbow and the wrist. I don't know which one I'm gonna need yet until I feel his energy, so somewhere between there is usually pretty good. Now, I wanna shoot inside really deep, but I don't want to run into a crossface as I come in here like this and have him flatten me back out. So the way that we're gonna try to get around that is I'm just gonna take this leg and I'm gonna try to kick this side of his body up toward his armpit and then make him post on this side over here. If I can get that post, now I've got a clear route and his hand's busy and it can't cross-face me. So now I'm gonna dive inside this way with both arms, kick this leg out of the way here. And then the first option we'll look for is just that if I get him and I can roll him straight across my body this way. So now once we're here, maybe I can dance out and pass the guard, or I can maybe hang on and hook for a leg lock or another kind of pass. So that's the first option, and then the easiest one I feel like.
Let me drop some lines there.
Yeah.
So, okay, so notice, one thing you want to notice here is the structure of this leg. As I go to drop my weight, it's positioned so it's difficult for me to roll over or under through, right? So that I'm just hitting a wall right here. So that structural framework is really solid. As he's going to kick me off to the side, he's shifting my weight to the edge of my foundation, but my weight has to be in that hand. That's what keeps it pinned long enough for him to get his head underneath, so the crossface doesn't work. And this first version is if this hand is on him somehow. So I go here and I'm trying to pin him so I don't have that to base out with. Now as he rolls, he's gonna take me with him and it's a done deal.
So now the thing that might happen though is if I'm too late on that one, or if the guy reaches out and posts, then he's going to redistribute his weight a little bit differently. So we get here, we go in for the same kind of entry, they shoot in, and he looks to stop the roll, the initial roll, by posting this one on the ground. So now we've really wound ourselves up in this deep half guard position. This is what it tends to look like. So my legs are up here like this. This arm here, I have to be careful about because I don't want him attacking it, but we're not going to stay here very long anyway. So if I feel he's putting the weight down and posting like that, I'm going to scissor my legs here, and I'm going to use my femurs to scissor the leg this direction. But this post is still stopping me, so I'm just going to throw like an uppercut here to knock it out of the way, and then we wind up in a very similar sweep to the first one that we did.
So one time. So this foot right here, so he's in deep here. So this foot, you can use the hamstring right there, or you could also, like he just did, tap the top of the foot on top of my foot. And that can create a nice leverage point because now as he kicks the foot back, his heel takes my leg back and allows me to really chop effectively with that leg over there. So both options are available to you.
Yeah, I would say if that foot is within reach like that, I felt when Jared did that to me, if that foot is there and you can step on it, it's going to add a ton more leverage because now you have a lot more push-pull leverage on that leg rather than just using the upper part of your leg with the femur.
The other element is by doing that, he's getting my weight to drop on him. And so once my weight's on top of him, as he rolls his body, I go over kind of effortlessly. So you shouldn't feel like you're having to pick the guy up and move him over or anything. It should be this process, he's dropped the weight and then you just roll.
Yeah, there's a ton of leverage at play on every point of this whole sequence that we're doing. So yeah, if you feel like any part you're really having to muscle it a lot, you're probably out of position. So when we get to the next one here, so we're kind of going like through if-then statements on this. So I'm gonna make the entry point, I'm gonna shoot inside. Jared goes to post, but this time I'm a little later, so he's not keeping his weight here. He's actually kind of corrected his posture, and so we wind up in this position. Now, since his hand is free to start grabbing and everything else, I definitely want to make sure that I'm hiding this arm underneath my own leg here. And what we're going to look to do next here is if I can touch his ankle right here, I know that he, to be able to correct his posture, set his weight back that direction a little bit. So wherever he's inclined to go, I want to accelerate that motion. So now from here, I don't want to stay in line with my tailbone this way. I'm going to switch and shift my tailbone this direction here. So I'm going hamstring to hamstring perpendicular with him. Now from here, I pull the ankle like this and I drive my foot this direction. So it makes a lot of leverage on his leg. And then I roll him up and over. Now, a couple different things we can do. I don't want to stay here, obviously. So whenever we get to this position, then sometimes I can just go to kick out if I feel like that's appropriate. Or if we get here and I feel like there's no way I'm going to be able to get up from that direction, then I can sometimes get my leg out this way and then hook here. So I'm stepping 1 and 2, hooking the inside of the leg. And now I'm going to take his other leg across, push, and then that's going to expose his back for me to look to take it from that direction. Another option that we can look for from here, and this is kind of an opportunistic thing, because anytime I can get behind the guy, I want to get behind the guy. We should always be chasing the back and then taking advantage of any opportunity that happens on the way. So for the back takeoff of this one, what I'm going to look for is blocking. I'm going to do the same kind of entry just to keep this concise. And then as I shoot inside here, this time, I feel like maybe from here, I want to get a little better leverage. I don't feel like I can maybe reach this because it's too far away. So I'm going to use my foot here and hook behind his ankle. As I do that, I'm going to clamp down too so that he can't put his knee on the floor and thereby kind of diminish my position here or anything. From here, I have the ability, the leverage to be able to lift this leg and then pull my head out from underneath. But what that's going to look like here is this. Now I'm back here and I'm facing him. I want to pull him back the direction where I'm still hooking the leg on this side. I want to pull his hip to this side and extend that leg out so that now that's going to allow me to be able to take his back like that.
So one of the cool things about that, that kick up that allows his head the freedom to come out is as he elevates the leg upward, it puts all the weight on this knee, pinning it. And that clears the space for him to slide that head back and out, right? And then, of course, the pullback is going to be, the precise direction of that pullback is going to be, he's pulling my center perpendicular to the line between my heel and my butt, right? And that's going to pull me over with the least amount of effort on his part, right?
So there's a lot of things you can do from deep half guard. There's a lot of stuff that we left out of this where you can start using lapels and the skirt and the belt and everything else, and you can really come up with some interesting variations. The thing I like about the ones that we showed in this one here, these 4 or so, is I like these because it really shows different directions you can take based on some of the most common energies that you're going to encounter whenever you put this position into play. Thank you guys very much for watching Night Jiu-Jitsu. Go check out Jared at IQ Jiu-Jitsu on Facebook, IQJujitsu.com, all that stuff.
Yep.
Appreciate it, guys.